lineman Landen Livingston. Greg?
So, Landon, you started a game last year and obviously played, but nerves different right now, game week, and in anticipation of this one? Where are you compared to last year in that regard?
I would say I'm pretty good right now. I think definitely playing in some of the games last year definitely helps with that. But preparation-wise, I feel like the staff has done a really good job of preparing me to be ready for week one and for the season.
Do nerves increase as you get closer to Saturday?
Maybe a little bit, but I think it's less of nerves and more about excitement. I'm very excited for the season and very excited for this team.
What makes you so confident in your group in particular? Because there's a lot of uncertainty, obviously.
100%, and obviously, it's either proven right or proven wrong this season. Obviously, we got a lot of doubters and all that stuff, but I'm very confident in this group and really throughout our connection, building with each other and growing as a group throughout this whole spring and fall camp. Getting closer with each other is definitely something I'm very confident about and very confident in this group.
What even makes your group unique personality-wise? Because you mentioned proving doubters wrong. Mm-hmm. Usually teams that have success proving doubters wrong have a certain personality to them.
Mm-hmm. I think just having the hard-edged football mentality, trying to go out there and outwork our opponent every single play. And like I said before, it's either prove them right or prove them wrong. So.
Was it hard as a group to sort of get the chemistry you needed since there were so few of you who had played together in the past? There aren't a few holdovers?
Not really. Obviously, we had a lot of guys come in from a lot of different areas, but right off the bat, we really connected. Obviously, our workouts in the winter, and that obviously carried the fall camp and everything like that. But we've done a good job of connecting off the field as well, going out to eat with each other and building that connection as much needed for, especially like a position for offensive line.
If you had to tell us why you feel so confident in this group, some of the reasons, from your perspective as one of the linemen on that group, why y'all are ready to do this, why you think you'll be successful in this. Mm-hmm. What would those reasons be?
I would just say our preparation throughout this offseason. I'm very confident in the group and like what I've seen throughout this offensive line group in preparation for this season.
What's your relationship like with any of the quarterbacks? Because starter's not been announced to us. You may know, but it's not been announced to us. Rich just talked about playing multiple guys. Mm-hmm. What's your relationship like with all of them? And then a follow-up, is there a uniqueness or how difficult is it to know that, okay, I'm starting a game with this quarterback, but a quarter later I may have another quarterback in, and a quarter later we may switch it again, especially in this game?
Mm-hmm. I think they've really all done a great job, especially this offseason. Building that connection with all of them, I definitely think is important. And like you said, it definitely could be a difference, but they all have taken the mindset of going in there and getting the job done. And that's something I definitely think is a big advantage. And like I said, they've done a great job this offseason.
You're doing the shotgun, and I guess timing doesn't really impact that much with who's behind you, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if he's under center, there is more of a timing aspect to having 4 or 5 different quarterbacks back there. So to you, other than the fact that you get the signal, do you really even know who's back there?
Not really.
Yeah.
All I know is that my job is to protect whoever's back there, and I want to do that to the best of my ability. And the group of 5 that's out there, we know that that's our job. So.
Big Mel said that, 7 guys have snapped, right? Mm-hmm. That means you got to do something else for 6 times, right? Mm-hmm. Do you play any other positions during the camp just to stay sharp or learn something new?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can play either of the guards. But I think just having the ability to play multiple positions and have multiple guys in the room that are able to do that is very important, especially throughout the season when injuries can pop up and stuff like that. But I think this group has done a great job of learning those different positions and trying to grow their game.
New rule this year, they really can't screw with the center and emulate the snap count or do any flinching. I imagine you like that rule.
Oh, I love it.
Does that change anything? Do you worry about less or just make life easier?
Maybe a little bit less. I definitely think it's a big advantage. Obviously, I think week 0, I should say, that there was one of those instances where it happened. But definitely an advantage to that as a center. So something I definitely appreciate.
How much of a weapon is that for defenses? Back when it was not illegal.
Say that again.
How much of a tactic or a weapon was that for defenses previously?
Yeah, definitely. I would say a big tactic, just because you're kind of listening for the cadence and stuff like that, and certain things can throw you off. But kind of had that shield in our offense and in play now is definitely going to help.
Coach Rodriguez and Coach McNeil have both said the blocking schemes in this system are pretty fundamental, pretty basic. Do you agree with that? And if so, what makes it maybe a little bit easier to learn?
Yeah, I definitely think the blocking schemes are definitely simple, and I really think that really helps us play fast, and I think that was the main point of it all. The simpler the blocking schemes are, the faster you can play, and that's definitely one of our advantages of our offense this year, and we really just want to play as fast as we can.
One of the things, just because there's fewer rules that you've got to execute depending on where people are lined up.
Yeah, 100%. All the rules and protections like that are simplified, and makes it super easy to think about. So.
Playing fast like that, is that something that appealed to you immediately?
100%. I think that just playing fast and stuff like that kind of is a huge advantage to the offense. I think that kind of the defensive scheme, they have to do certain things that they're normally not used to, and definitely something I'm looking forward to playing with this season.
If you had to describe if there was a mentality, philosophy, identity for this offensive line group that y'all put together, what would it be going into the season?
Yeah, well, first off, I would say hard edge football. That's something that we want to play with, but as a position group, I would say straining. That's the biggest thing, straining throughout the play, and making sure all of our jobs are complete, make sure no one's getting back to the QB.
What does hard edge mean to you and some of your other offensive linemen in this group, like for that position group, for what y'all need to do to be successful with this hard edge embodied?
Mm-hmm. Mentally and physically outplaying your opponent, and that's every play. No matter how tired you are, no matter what challenges, either if there's a loss on the play before or massive gain, it's having that same mindset every single play, and attacking the opponent.
Curious, most snaps you've ever played in a game, college game up to this point, how many?
In one game,
Yeah.
I think it's about 50.
Oh, you played 50 in one game?
Mm-hmm.
Which game was that?
UCF.
Okay, so that's the most that you played in one game
Yes, sir.
at this point?
Is Coach McNeil giving you guys a message for this week going into week one?
Sort of. Just focus on with ourselves and making sure that we go out there and get the job done. No matter who the opponent is, going out there and making sure all of our jobs and assignments are complete, and making sure that we go out there and play hard at football.
How's Coach McNeil's professional experience helped your development personally?
I think it's helped a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of different places he's coached at, and I think that's definitely an advantage. He's seen a lot. Obviously, has won a Super Bowl with the Giants, which is pretty cool, and has a lot of stories about that. But that's something I definitely have added to my game, I would say, is his advice and over the years of coaching. So I definitely appreciate that.
The guy coaching you played center. It was pretty good. I think Matt was a guard in college.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what's it like having a guy that it kind of takes one to know one at that position, and he played
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. He has a lot of experience, so that definitely helps out. And like I said, he's coached a lot of different areas, and all the way from college to NFL. So that definitely helps out with my experience and growing as a player.
Curious, there was a story in the Alabama paper earlier this week about shotgun on the goal line and the touchdown rate as opposed to under center. Mm-hmm. And it is a wide disparity between under center at the goal line and shotgun. Just curious if you saw that, what your thoughts are on that, because you're obviously a shotgun offense.
Yeah. Obviously, I think as an O-line and a shotgun, when that happens, I think that we have one goal, and that's to get the ball in the end zone. So it really doesn't matter. We know that no matter if it's under center or in shotgun, that we have to move our opponent from A to B and get the ball in the end zone. So.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.